Good day to all of you glorious rascallion bastards. The name's FOXSOL. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to some more Wuthering Waves. Hopefully you guys are having a good day wherever you're at. And hopefully you're staying cool because god damn it was 100 degrees where I'm at. And holy shit. But in any case scenario, we're going to be having a conversation topic, and this stimulates basically from the last couple of videos I put out there, and we have come to the conclusion that, you know, Wuthering Waves has practically an identity crisis. And what are some things that we can talk about that, you know, could make Wuthering Waves stand out more? And if reading the title of the description of the video over here or the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure you already guessed it. We're going to be talking about PvP, player versus player in Wuthering Waves, and whether it can be done, and if it can be, how will we balance it? How will we work with it? All that good stuff. So, without further ado, take a seat, keep cool, have something good to drink, and let's get into it. Alrighty then. So we're talking about PvP. We're talking pretty much adding player versus player into Wuthering Waves. And like I said before, the reason why this stimulated even a conversation and even into a video is because the last couple of videos, pretty much a lot of people I've seen comments of, and I've tried going back and forth with communication and some DMs that I've just, you know, talked with people and some voice chats on Discord that, you know, there is, I would say about an 85% from the people I've seen that's stating, yeah, you're right, you know, there's an identity crisis when it comes to Wuthering Waves. And we discussed different things about what could be something that would help, you know, instigate the idea that Wuthering Waves is something different. Because, look, history on this is that pretty much Wuthering Waves right now is following the same track as GLYTCH Impact. Whether you want to believe it or not, the roadmap of GLYTCH Impact from when it first came out all the way to 2.0, Wuthering Waves is basically doing the same blueprint, same pattern. It's copying it, and instead of, you know, just copying one for one, it's saying we're going to copy this and we're going to make it better. And that's what it's doing. But still, I understand the frustration of, you know, players who come from GLYTCH Impact that's like they don't want to play Wuthering Waves because they've already experienced this. I understand. It's the same game, just different color. Gotcha. So this stimulated the conversation. This stimulated the conversation of trying to find something that could be unique to Wuthering Waves. And one thing that could be unique is the PvP. How so? Well, I don't know too many gacha games. And I'm putting my thinking cap on. And grant you, I'm not one that, you know, in all honesty, has played that many gacha games in his lifetime. So I'm pretty sure there is some gacha games that you guys down in the comment section right here are going to go ahead and proclaim, hey, look, this game here, that game there has PvP and stuff like this. And that's great, okay? I haven't experienced that too much, and I hope you understand that. But I was thinking about this, and in a voice call I had with a few people, we were discussing it, and yeah, you know, we were talking about how PvP could work in Wuthering Waves. You know, there's some desolate land around here. You can make a whole new island. You can make an arena, basically, that would be in Wuthering Waves. To where there's a couple different ways of handling this. To where, first, let's lay the ground foundation. You have an arena. You go to it just like many of the events in the game, right? You go to this place, you go match up with someone else, and the person you match up with, you get into it, and it's a 3v3. It's you versus someone else, your three characters versus their three characters. And walla bing, walla boom, cool. You could have a spectate on it, which I would really prefer that them having a spectate on it, to be honest. But you can have spectate on it, and then you could just make it like a true arena fighter. And I think that would be absolutely pretty damn cool. The situation that I do see is that, you know, that would be somewhat unbalanced if you don't find a way of balancing it. How could you balance something like this? Well, first and foremost, I would suggest, and, you know, thinking about this, we would need to go ahead and make it to where echoes weapon abilities, you know, rank weapon abilities and stuff like this, all of this is disabled. So basically it is just you as raw stats versus someone at raw stats. Unless otherwise there would be an option to, you know, turn it off to where, yeah, you could fight someone who has this type of build and this person fight with this type of build. Then it would be an unbalanced mess, but you would both be doing that, you know, just for fun. The thing is that you balance it out, you make it to where, you know, the weapon perks. So like if you summon for Chang Li's weapon and you got Chang Li's weapon at rank 5, well, you're not going to get any perks at it except for, you know, maybe rank 1. And same thing goes for Echoes. You're not going to get no entire perks or anything from. They're all completely disabled. And it's just, again, pure raw skill versus pure raw skill with nothing attached to it. And I would even suggest that, you know, if for people who are like level 50, that the highest person you could fight is a level 60. So that way you could stay in that 10 level gap. Okay? Now you're not gonna be a person at level 50 base value fighting someone at level 90 base value. That everything will be at a standard base level. To be like, here's where your union level's at. This is the maximum this character could be at. This is the maximum you can be at. Will allow you to go to level 60 to fight someone, but otherwise than that, no. And that would be, again, I think, relatively a cool status. It would be pretty damn good. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be based on union level. And it would be something that would be fun. Look, games like Naruto Storm, the arena fighter that I had played quite a bit. Dark Souls, we've done that. I've played a lot of, you know, PvP in Dark Souls, and it's fun. I think you can do something like this in Wuthering Waves, and it would just be something that would be unique to the game. It's something that Genshin Impact hasn't done, that to my complete knowledge of, and I have not played much Genshin Impact, okay? Let's be honest, I have not played much Genshin Impact, so, hey, I'm just saying. But when you come into Wuthering Waves, this would be something that I think would be really cool. It would be even cool that you could have it to where, you know, you invite a friend over and, you know, you could do 1v1s to be like, hey, I'm going to be GN. No, I'm going to be GN. And then, you know what? You two can argue it out on Discord and a voice chat. And then you go to the arena, or you can even set up like where it can set up an arena in the area that you're at, some kind of bullshit like this. And then you two of you can just go at it and fight one another. I think PvP would be something that a lot of people would love. It would help with the in-game status. Shit, I tell you like this, you give me PvP, you give me an arena, right? Biggest thing that I would end up doing is trying to host weekly, if not bi-weekly, tournaments. Be like, everybody, here is an entry list, come in, winner gets a $20, you know, top 3 people, the winner gets a $50 you know, gift card, second person gets a $20 one, third one gets a $10 gift card, you know. And we could have, you know, arena based tournament fights to where we could spectate, we could watch, and it would be something that could pull in the community just like it would be like the FGC. Because I'm not sure how many people know this in a sense when it comes to like gacha games, but my god, in the FGC, man, fighting games, those were the fun moments, is tournaments. And that would be something that I would love to host in here. Grant you need to balance it out, you need to balance out the system, you need to balance out the characters, and you need to make it fair. And the best way, I think, is just based on pure raw stats. Just what the character can hit at a raw stat form. To where there is no perks, there is no additional things. If not, then we would have to create our own type of rules and make sure everyone followed that. And, you know, that becomes a little bit of a pain in the ass. But thinking about this, like really, really thinking about this, I think that this could be done. I think that this would be cool. There's other things you could add into Wuthering Waves to give it an identity, but I think that this is one thing that someone like myself, someone like you, would truly, you know, like. It would be something that could be truly explored, and I think that it's something that would be immensely popular. Because you're not going to see something like, you know, I don't think you would ever see something like a PvP match in a game like, you know, ZZZ, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. The only game that I can know of that, and it has issues, but that's what you learn from this. The only game that I have played that has PvP in it, that's a gacha game, is Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. And at first, it's kind of fun until broken shit is found and it's not being patched. And that was a failure in Nebula Joy. Like, I mean, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna play this, you're gonna fall through the floor, you're gonna have all these other glitches, and the company says they don't give a fuck. Like, goddamn. But with Kuro Games and how, you know, how PGR is handled, how they're handling Wuthering Waves, I think that this is a key idea. You know, and it's a wish list item, to be completely honest, but would be something that would be fantastic to add into Wuthering Waves. So I tell you what, I leave this to you guys. What I mean by that is, tell me in the comments below, you tell me, what do you think about PvP? Would it be something that you would think that you would enjoy, that you think, you know, you would want? If you're not playing Wuthering Waves, and let's say you quit Wuthering Waves, you went to ZZZ, or you went back to Genshin or whatever, because I know some friends who've done this, you tell me down below, would you know, an idea of a PvP mode, you know, where you can come in and you could fight, you could take your favorite 5-star character, you could take Jian, you could take Chang Li, Jinshi, and just go into a, you know, an arena and just battle it out, player versus player, active war, and have it spectate. Would you even consider going into tournaments? You tell me. And at the same point in time, tell me, how would you balance it out? Because, you know, we were talking about different things, but I think that, you know, a community aspect, working together, and with comments and everything, yeah, I would love to hear, you know, and I think other people would love to hear ideas on this. You know, how would you balance it out? How would you make PvP work in here? I mean, we got some stuff like this going on, and, you know, I want to come up with ideas like this, you know, for future purposes. And at the same point in time, yeah, maybe I'm struggling with video ideas here and there, but, you know, like I said, I thought this was an interesting topic, and I just wanted to see what everyone else's thoughts were on it. So otherwise than that, guys, you take it easy, you have a good one, and I tell you what, keep it jazzy, keep it classy, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.